Good morning, fellow human beings. It is a new week. We had quite a strong wind for the past 2 days. It has been cold and rainy, and it's spring. It's warm, it's cold, it's warm, it's cold. So it's already 10 o'clock. I've been up today a bit later. I just went for a walk with the dogs, and now I think I'm gonna go out into the garden. I went upstairs into the studio, but it's quite dark up there and there's not much to do at the moment, so I decided I'm not gonna bother to do anything up there today. Most of the house is in order. I did a really successful spring clean. I'm very proud of myself. So right now I'm just gonna go out into the garden, plant a little bit of seeds, I think. Yesterday I felt a little bit of an inkling. It started itching in my fingers. I wanna paint again, which is lovely. However, I'm still in kind of a transitional phase where I moved all of my painting stuff upstairs, but it's too dark in the mornings to paint in the studio and film also at the same time. It's a bit uncomfy because it's still quite, fresh outside, and there's no isolation upstairs. So painting on the balcony, there is better light, but it's a bit cold at the moment. However, what I can do is finish off all of the edges and the backsides of my finished paintings. I've put them up on different art platforms, so yeah, I'm just gonna finish them completely so they are ready to be shipped off as soon as someone wants to invite them into their home. So that will be prepared, and that will kind of ease me back into painting because it's a very low pressure painting job. The next month or two or so will be full of DIY projects and little adventures. I want to get outside the house a lot more and just go out in nature. But I also want to do some DIY things. So I want to make 1 or 2 copies of these pants. I love these pants. These are my favorite pants. The fit is amazing. They're like A-line pants. And I thought, why not make a copy of them out of this beautiful dress. I only need to cut it in the middle. I have to stitch it by hand, and then just put like a elastic band up into here. And I already measured it. I would need to cut off the lowest panel on here, and out of that I can do like a little bit of a back panel so people don't see my underwear because it's quite a thin fabric. And then maybe make also some like handcuffs. Handcuffs? I don't know the right word for it, but I have a sun allergy, so it would be nice to have just like something that I could put on my wrists, with an elastic band underneath. So I don't have to always look for like extra long sleeves when I buy shirts and stuff. So that would be really nice. So I think I'm gonna get started on that today too. I'm just gonna cut it out, and then we'll see how many copies I'll make of this. But first, yeah, let's go out into the garden. So this is where I'm gonna plant the seeds that I have. I need to get some more compost in here, and then we'll see if that will work. more work than I expect. I should expect that. Okay. I think this is good. I'll probably need about 4 more. So some water. I just went to the garage and I found I found some old cardboard. These pieces are rather small. I have some bigger ones, but that's actually really great because I can use them to make corners for my painting, so I can use some recycled packaging, which is lovely. And I also found this frame with some dried flower art. Unfortunately, it's very old and it's fallen apart, so I think I'm gonna take it out and use it for maybe one of my own sketches or something. This is how it looks from the back. Definitely, most likely, from the Soviet Union times. Morning everybody. It's been very cold and windy again for the past days, so I haven't really been outside much, and we also had a family emergency, so I'm not feeling all too well. But I'm glad that I went on the balcony today, just for a little bit to kind of organize stuff. This is an old couch that was up on the wall over there. I asked my partner to take it apart. We just need to transport it downstairs, and then that is clean. I don't like it when there's just too much stuff going on, too much furniture. And these are all pieces that have been left by the previous owners, so I really like that rocking chair, but there's just too much stuff going on. I need space to kind of, do my morning stretches. I want to be able to paint out here, so I just need some space to move around. I don't like it when it's too stuffy in terms of furniture. This piece was part of that couch, and I think I'm gonna restore it a bit. I'm gonna take out all of the nails and stuff. Stuff. Sorry, I'm not too talkative today. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of upcycle it just a little bit to make it look a bit nicer. I'm going to sand it down, and then I'm going to use it as an outdoor easel. Because the easel that I have, I really love it. It's made out of lilac wood. However, I cannot change the height, so I have to be standing all the time, and I can really feel it in my legs and my knees. We have a lot of stairs in the house and a lot of terraces on the property, so I'm constantly like going up and down, and I already have had quite the weak knees all my life. So that will be really good because I can sit on a little chair and paint, so I can switch it around. I also have a desk now, which will be lovely. So I have many different options on how to paint, where to paint, and what kind of position I'm going to be. So yeah, this will be just on the balcony. It's actually really lovely outside. I think I'm just gonna repot some houseplants and then go for a little mental health walk. Hey baby. I want to put all of these together in this big one and then grow some new small ones. Well, that was absolutely wonderful. I tend to forget how much of a calming effect especially trees have on me. That's why they are present as spirits in my artwork sometimes. Just generally being out in nature is so wonderful. So each week I do a oracle card reading. As you see, this is this week's message. I tend to put a lot of pressure on myself, and I've just had I just tend to put a lot of pressure on myself. Oftentimes even subconsciously. I am grateful each day, and I do make an effort to, calm myself and at the same time achieve things, but also know my natural limitations and just rest when I need to. But as I said, I am having quite a difficult week, so getting this message that I'm going to share with you in a second was just so lovely. So overall, I'm asked to just enjoy what I have and where I am. And that is more easily said than done, because I love where I am in life, and I am so grateful that I am still alive. But those little things, like cleaning and, I don't know, just being confronted with heavy emotions, sometimes because there is a reason, sometimes because there isn't a reason, or sometimes without a reason. Sometimes there's just stuff from the past that kind of resurfaces because now I have time and space and safety to process them. Yeah, this walk just showed me again how much abundance there is around me, and that I can just be for a little while, that I am achieving enough, that I am enough, that everything will come in time, just like it did before, and that I don't need to, and that I shouldn't compare myself to others, that I can take inspiration and be inspired and motivated by other people's success and their ability to perform. But I don't need to compare myself to others. I have my own journey, I am my own person, I have my own struggles and limitations and achievements. So yeah, the additional card after the reading was already done. I've written everything down. I was called to pull one card from the Goddess deck, and I got the Everlasting Abundance. You have everything you need today and always. And yeah, that was just like a really nice confirmation, and I do have everything I need, and yeah, I don't have to worry so much about the future. One message that I've seen, older people and especially older women give to younger people is not to worry too much. Everything will be fine. And I know that from my own past, so yeah, this walk was wonderful, even though it's very windy in the forest. It was just lovely. The lilac is going to pop really, really soon. Butterfly season is starting, so yeah, I'm just gonna have a bit of breakfast and then have a rest.